Hello, hello. This is Nikisha Washington. For those who don't know, I am the CEO and founder of Nyla Nova STEMversity, founder of Nyla Nova Foundation. I call myself the Global STEM Station. Yes, yes. I just wanted to welcome you guys here. I want to start coming on here because I get a lot of questions and start doing what I call CEO Monday. So, um, building a brand is more than just having a great idea. It takes vision, strategy, partnerships, consistency, and the willingness to keep evolving. Ooh, y'all, that evolving part, you're not only doing it for your business, you're doing it for your personal journey. This Monday, I'm going live for CEO Monday to talk about what it looks like to build Nyla Nova into more than just a STEM program. We're creating a whole entire STEM edutainment ecosystem. If you guys don't know, we have books, we have STEM kits, we go on STEMventures. We are creating our community called the STEMverse that I will be talking about that at the next one. Community experiences, we are looking for and maintaining valuable partnerships because we can't do this work alone. And we want to talk about what's coming next. I'll share some of the decisions happening behind the scenes, what I learned as a founder, and how we position Nyla Nova for our next level of growth. If you're building something of your own, growing an organization, or just curious about the business behind Nyla Nova, thank you for joining me today. All right. So with that says, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready? Okay. I wanted to start doing these conversations because people often see the finished product, the finished program, the event, the STEM kit, the partnerships. They see the social media posts, but they do not always see what it takes to actually build the business behind it. And that is what I want CEO Monday to be about. I used to call it motivational Mondays, which is still is motivational, but I believe not just having motivation. Motivation is great, but if you don't have strategy behind it, execution, passion, purpose, heart, where does it go? So let's talk about it. I really want Nyla Nova, and I'm excited that Nyla Nova is growing into more than just a STEM program. When we started, we were an after school STEM program, and now it's growing into something extraordinary, STEMtastic. When I first started, the focus was really on creating meaningful STEM experiences for kids, and that's still our number one focus. But as we've grown, I realized that we're building an entire ecosystem. We have our books, and this is just one of them. Yes, and I was so happy to have my mentee that actually helped design the book. And she's now at Spelman. Go ahead, Naomi. Thank you for coming up with our travel journal. But we've built children's books, picture books, chapter books. And so I'm super excited about that. We not only built books, we also have our STEM kits, which we are super excited that we are producing our own STEM kits right here in Fishers, Indiana, which will allow us to not only provide STEM kits locally, but regional, nationally, and soon international. So super excited about that. We have camps. If you guys didn't know, this summer we did our first 5-week full camp with Mind Trust and Summer Learning Labs, New Beginnings, and it was amazing. We our 40 participants, their families loved it. We went on field trips. They were able to do academic enrichment in the morning, and they were able to do STEM and art and music and all type of enrichment, PE enrichment in the afternoons. That was amazing. We definitely would love to do it again. We are looking for partners who would like to bring Indie Summer Learning Labs to their location next year. I don't like that day to day. I don't have to be the one to do it, but I can train your staff. I can get you staff. I can help you because the reporting, the receipts, all of that does take a lot if that's your first time doing it. So if you're interested in bringing the Indie Summer Learning Labs to your location, I'm your girl. I also do field trip coordinations. Like we did 6 field trips. And when I tell y'all, sometimes I think, I don't know if it's OCD, ADHD, all that stuff, all the acronyms, but I make sure I plan it to the T. And so our 6 field trips were amazing. To me, they were great. The kids got a wide range of experiences from Children's Museum to Camp Town, which I did fishing and hiking, to Broganville Farm. Shout out. That were amazing. We got to play, touch with animals. Animals were just running around, but they let us do our water day there because it was like 90 degrees and we didn't want to cancel. And so our kids got to be wet. They have a bounce house there. But what I loved about it was the community aspect. When we stepped on their farm, their soil, I just felt a sense of pride. The music they were playing, we just knew we were in the right spot. We also went to Sky Zone because, our kids were active. We did first, second, and third graders. And then we we finished up the summer camp at not Sky Zone, Roller Cave. In Roller Cave, our kids got to skate and our families, and it was just a good way to end it. So thank you those that participated in our summer camps. But then not only did we have a summer camp, our STEM enrichment programs went to enrich other STEM camps this summer, where we were at Moorhead Resource Community Center. Thank you so much. We were at Success Center. We were at MTI School of Knowledge, First Samuel Baptist Church. So not only were we bringing in kids to our location, we were going out into the community. So thank you. This summer was amazing. We definitely want to partner up for fall break camps, winter break camps, whatever, out of school time, even in school time. If you're looking for fun and excitement, come see us. We also have STEMventures for families. And not just for family, for community members. Some people went on our STEMventures and they didn't have a kid in sight. They wanted to experience it for themselves. This year in May, we did our regional one to the Shed Aquarium in Chicago. Amazing time. Last year, we went to caves where we did cave digging and learned about the different underground caves in Cincinnati. But we also did rope climbing. Some of our STEMventures have been right here on the White River where we did canoeing and rafting. We've also did Nyla Nova STEM Aquatics, which we'll talk about in the future, about how we are taking families now out there to fish. And so if you're interested in fishing, check us out, our website, nylanovastem.com. We really want to we want learning to be exciting and fun in the classroom, but we also want to take it outside the classroom. Learning is all around us. Everything you experience is a learning lesson. We want to do it through the eyes of STEM lens, to the why, the who, what's happening, being problem solvers, critical thinkers. And what I'm excited about now, our newest, we are building Nyla Nova STEMverse. Obviously, Marvel and their Spideyverse and all that has something to do with this, but it's going to be a place for families, educators, schools, and partners to stay connected. At first, I was just going to have like the Nyla Nova Club and then the Nyla Nova Educators, but I was like, why? Because I know I'm a parent, I'm an educator, I'm a business owner, and I'm a STEM advocate. So why put me in a box? Nobody puts baby in a box. So with Nyla Nova STEMverse, you guys will be able to we're going to start putting those links out where you guys can come and join in on the conversations about legislation. How can we promote it for our community? How can we work together? Too long and for so long, we have had educators versus parents versus community leaders. We need to come together. So we're creating Nyla Nova STEMverse, where it's going to be an online community where you back there can join. It's free to get to talk to each other, to experience things together, to have events together. Like, let's build this community together because our communities, our youth, we need it. Also, and then we have the bigger vision of creating experiences that make STEM feel exciting, memorable, and something kids actually want to come back to. This is where the idea of STEM edutainment really comes in. Y'all, I thought I came up with edutainment. I thought that was just my word, but we are an education company, number one, but we strive to be an entertainment company as well. And so for me, the goal is not for a child to simply complete an activity and go home. Like they do it and they go home. No. We want them to feel like they stepped into the Nyla Nova world, the Nyla Nova STEMverse. I want them to remember the experience. And it's so amazing. When we started this 5 years ago, I'll see some of our former babies and they'll stop us in the store, in the mall, Walmart. They're like, Nyla Nova, Nyla Nova, professor, professor. And that just warms our hearts. So, y'all, we big in these streets. Yes. Thank you so much. And I just love that our families are filling out our they're doing testimonials. They're filling out Google reviews. Y'all check them out. Like they are saying some really important stuff. And so I know that this is bigger than Nyla Nova. This is bigger than Nikisha Washington. This is building our community to be exactly what we have always wanted to be, a community of learners getting together and making sure that our youngest learners become lifelong learners, that their curiosity is not stamped out by tests and regulation, but they are being able to grow into how they want to grow. All right. So I want to collect things, I want them to collect things, earn things, explore new areas of STEM, come back for another experience, and bring their families along for the journey. But as a CEO, I have to also think beyond the fun part. I have to ask, does this fit the brand? Can we scale it? Does it create another revenue opportunity? Does it give families a reason to come back? And most importantly, does it move us closer to the bigger vision? One thing I am learning as I continue to grow is that you cannot say yes to every idea. Y'all, I be having ideas. I just love it. So I be like, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. And I have to realize that it's a season for everything. Sometimes I put the cart before the horse, as my mom would say. Shout out to Denise. Hey, mommy, love you. That I have to put things in reasoning. Everything has timing. So sometimes the hardest CEO decision, because remember, this is CEO Monday, is deciding what not to do. Sometimes saying no is the best advice someone can tell you. You cannot do it all. You want to do it all. Sometimes, because I just even last year in the beginning of this year, I said yes to some things that's put me back months. I have to learn to stay focused. When I went to a conference and Kevin O'Leary was there from Shark Tank, he talked about, and others great gurus have talked about this, drowning out the noise. You're going to hear, as a CEO, you're going to hear everyone say, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this. And you're going to be like, yeah. Drown out the noise. You can't follow the noise. You have to follow the signal. You've been given a vision, even a blueprint. But sometimes, we go off the shiny objects and we over here, we over there. You can't do that. You have to stay grounded. So there's always new opportunities, new partnerships, new programs, and new ideas. But everything has to connect. This is the season I am right now with Nyla Nova, connecting the pieces, because I have a lot of pieces, a lot of ideas, but I have to make sure the books connect to the kits connect to the experiences connect to our digital community, and all of it connects back to the Nyla Nova brand. This is how I believe we move from simply offering programs to building something simply people can recognize, remember, and want to be a part of. As we still have a lot more coming, y'all. This fall, you're going to see more STEMventures, more family experiences, more partnerships, and more ways to become part of the Nyla Nova STEM journey. So that is my CEO Monday thought for today. Follow the signal, drown out the noise, because as a CEO, you're going to have a lot of big decisions, and you will get drowned by everybody's opinions, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, where you should go, where you shouldn't go. You just have to understand that you can't just keep adding things to your business. Ask yourself whether the things you are building actually connect to the bigger vision, because growth is not always about doing more. I thought if I do this, I do that, I'm growing. No, I'm drowning. I was drowning myself with all these ideas. Sometimes growth is just about making everything work together. If you have been following the Nyla Nova journey, thank you for continuing to support us. And if you are new here, visit us at nylanovastem.com. It's at the bottom. There's other things at the bottom. I'll put in the chat. But also, my CEO website, personal brand website, is the Global STEM Station, NikishaWashington.com. And follow along what we're building. I will see you next Monday for another CEO Monday. I believe that this hopefully will help someone understand how it's building a brand. I mean, we have books, STEM kits, videos, music videos. We have digital. We have a community now. We're about to have a virtual reality program. We have licensing campuses. As it gets bigger and bigger, I have to, as a CEO, be able to say no or not right now. And it's okay. Tell me, say it with me, y'all. It's okay. It's okay to say no. It's okay not to go after all the shiny things. But as a CEO, as a founder, we have to be able to stay focused, stay grounded, follow the signal, drown out the noise. And that, guys, is my CEO Monday message of the week. Have a great week. Have a sensational week. And follow NylaNovaSTEM.com and NikishaWashington.com. If you listened to this far, thank you so much. And those that have been supporting me from the beginning, since 2016, really 2015. When people say overnight success, they don't see, and I don't consider myself overnight success at all, not nowhere near. But I'm saying you don't see the 11 years that it's taken me to get to this point. So continue to support. I will see you guys next time. Thank you for tuning in. Follow us, Nyla Nova STEM.